Hey guys, Josh here, and today I have another video for you guys, and in today's video we're going over the best FAL class you can make in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The reason this video is being made is because of this comment left by Ouncelinsmire on my last video, who told me to make an FAL video. So here we are today making this AR class video. I'm actually really relieved Ounce made that comment to tell me to make an FAL video, because the FAL has basically changed the meta in this game and I was going to make a video on it anyways. So I'm glad he did that, because the FAL was recently buffed in the Season 4 Reloaded update, increasing its damage and damage range, meaning it's basically one of the marksman rifles, but good. So let's go through a Warzone setup and a multiplayer setup for the FAL. So today we are starting off with the Warzone, of course, FAL class. So before we get into the gunsmith portion of this video for the FAL, let's go through what perks you need to run to dominate Warzone. For our first perk, of course, we're going to run EOD. If you don't know, the reason we're running EOD at this point is because in Warzone or in even multiplayer, a lot of people use explosive lethals. So being able to just survive that is just an incredible amount of power you can have to, of course, increase your chances of winning in Warzone. So that is why we're running EOD in this class. But for our perk 2, we are of course going to run Overkill. The reason we're going to run Overkill in Warzone is because running a AR SMG setup is just incredible, so you can have something for long distances while also being viable up close, while also having a up close secondary to just shred someone if you run out of ammo. So of course running Overkill is a necessity to use in Warzone. So for our third and final perk we're going to run in Warzone is Amped. We are of course running Overkill, so swapping between our weapons is slowed down. So running Amped speeds that back up, so if we ever do need to switch to our MP5 or vice versa, running Amped saves us and increases our chances of survival. So that is the perks you need to run in Warzone to, of course, dominate with this class setup. So now let's go into, of course, our FAL gunsmith. So on your screen right now is when you need to pause the video and of course screenshot this. So pause the video, come back in a second. Okay, you're here now. Let's go through why we're running, of course, these attachments on this FAL. For our first attachment, go to muzzle and set the monolithic suppressor. The reason running monolithic suppressor on this build is because it's just one of these nice long range AR builds to, of course, just deal with snipers in Warzone. So running monolithic suppressor increases the already great damage range with the FAL. For our next attachment, go to barrel and select the XRK Marksman Barrel. The reason running XRK Marksman Barrel in Warzone is because it just turns the FAL into an absolute sniper killer. It increases our damage range, bullet velocity, and even adds recoil control. So it's just a great attachment to have to defeat snipers and also people up close. For our next attachment, go to underbarrel and set the Ranger foregrip. The reason running Ranger foregrip compared to maybe the Merc or Commando foregrip like most AR builds is because this specific FAL build is just built for the maximized range of this weapon. So running Ranger increases our accuracy and range by a good bit. So running this is just a necessity, of course, defeating snipers. So for our fourth attachment, go to ammunition and select the 30 round magazine. The reason we're running this is because in Warzone 20 mats is just enough for people running armor. So running 30 round mats just make sure we have enough bullets to get through someone's armor and also killing them and even maybe finishing them. Alright, for our fifth and final attachment, go to your optic and select the VLK 3x optic. The 3x optic is just a recommendation. If you feel more comfortable with the 4x flip hybrid or a scout optic, use that. But, well, you don't want to use a sniper optic or no optic on this specific FAL build because it either defeats the purposes of it being long range or it's going to become too slow to the point you're going to lose these mid-range battles. So that was of course the Warzone class. Now let's transition into what you'll use in multiplayer. So before we go into the FAL that you'd use in multiplayer, let's go over what perks you should run to dominate multiplayer with this build though. For our first perk, we're running EOD. In multiplayer, a lot of people use, of course, explosive lethal, so being able to survive that helps you survive and just get on longer kill streaks. Alright, for our perk 2, we're going to run Ghost. The reason running Ghost in multiplayer is because we don't want to be detected by UAVs, radar drones, or heartbeat sensors, so running Ghost allows us to, of course, stay away from people running those things. The reason we're going to run Tune Up in, of course, multiplayer is because we want our field upgrade to 40% quicker. Alright, since perks are now out of the way, let's go through, of course, this FAL Gunsmith class. So pause the video right now, the FAL class is on your screen, so screenshot it, pause, do whatever, share it with a friend, it's on your screen, do whatever. Now let's go through why we're running these attachments. Okay, now go to barrel and select the 18-inch ultralight. The reason running this barrel in multiplayer is because we want a quicker ADS time but without losing aiming stability. The FAL has a horrible pattern of recoil, so getting rid of course a little bit of the aiming stability ruins us. So running the 18-inch gives us that while also keeping good ADS time. For our next attachment, go to underbarrel and set the Ranger foregrip. The reason running Ranger foregrip in multiplayer is because it gives us recoil control and aiming stability, something the FAL desperately needs. For our third attachment, go to laser and select the TAC laser. The reason running TAC laser in multiplayer is because we want to increase our ADS speed, and the TAC laser is one of the best attachments to do that with. Alright, for our fourth attachment, go to optic and select the GI Mini Reflex. The reason we're running the GI Mini Reflex is because it's possibly the best optic for multiplayer, not reducing our ADS time by a whole lot, but while giving us a good sight to use, because the FAL just does not have a good iron sight to use and a majority of people cannot use it. So that is why we're running the GI Mini Reflex. Alright, for our fifth and final attachment, we're going to stock and selecting the no stock option. The reason we're running the no stock option is because we want to increase our movement speed and ADS time, and the no stock is just the only choice to do both of those things. So that is the multiplayer FAL class. So that was both the multiplayer and Warzone FAL class, and I want to thank Alex Linsmeyer for of course leaving that comment that inspired this video. And well, if you want to be the reason a video is made, go down in the comments after the video ends and let me know a weapon you want to see. And with that being said, the video is now over. So, if you liked the video, leave it a like. If you didn't like the video, leave it a dislike and let me know why in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. A subscription tells me people are actually loving these videos. So thank you very much for the people that have subscribed. So with that now being said, that is the end of the video. So I hope you guys have a great day and adios.